when last we gathered, you guys had all traveled down into these deep caves. You had weakened the Frostmaiden, defeating a couple of her earthly avatars at the fortress of Grimscale on the Isle of Solstice, where her worshippers had built a temple to her in the ancient Frost Giant Fortress. You there claimed the book, the Codicil of White, that Valiant Arpel had told you contained the incantations to the Frostmaiden to be able to crack open the ragged glacier and open a path to the ancient city of Yithrin, that you have surmised contains the magical abilities to reverse the spell that has been cast upon this land. You cast said spell after realizing that you were being followed potentially by some strange entities that you have not explored too much. But you made your way deep down into the caves, further and further, encountering mysteries along the way, including relics of the ancient city. Most recently, encountering a room full of shadows, the souls of survivors of the crash of Yithrin from days long ago, who told you you had feasted upon their flesh, and that now your doom would be sealed. You fought the shadows and managed to defeat them, only to encounter an entity full of malice and hate deep in the tunnels. And I will take you there now. First, I will bring you back to the thing. Let me get some ambiance here. You guys tell me if you get sound and if it's good.
Is D&D Beyond working for anybody?
I haven't tried it.
I'm down.
It's just
Working
perpetually doing the spinny thing for me.
Probably a refresh.
Yeah.
Guitar, I'm going to drag you back to where everybody else is because they have moved since you were there last. You encountered an entity full of malice in the deep tunnels. Arcus, you and Valian hear it from a distance from where you're at and the upper tunnels. And this entity, as it appears from out of the shadows, it says, which your professorial orb was able to translate for you at a time. It says, "Cursed are those who gaze upon the horror that Drakreth has become. Such promise wasted, lost in this cold sepulchre. Where were you centuries ago when he was in the prime of life? Where were you when the frigid darkness consumed him? You are no good to Drakreth now. Nothing remains of him but frozen bones, ancient treasures, and me." This creature steps forward, or moves forward out of the darkness, and moves to strike at you, Cadillac. Did he strike at you last time?
No, he did not.
Yeah, so out of the darkness, he reaches forward, Cadillac. You're the one nearest him down in that zone. and he reaches a hand up and tries to touch you with an undead, gripping hand that chills you absolutely to the bone. 19 to hit you.
Okay, so that does hit me, but I still have the blessing of the Frostmaiden. So am I able to shrug off a little bit of what's going to happen here?
Potentially.
Okay.
So this hits you for 18 necrotic damage.
Ew.
And make a Constitution saving throw.
That could have gone better.
Okay, I want you to mark your hit point maximum as reduced by 18. And everybody that's here, let me clear the initiative order first real quick before I have you roll it. You're going to roll initiative when I give you the command. Go ahead, everybody, and roll initiative. As this creature, this wraith, has stepped out of the darkness.
You'll have to add mine manually.
I sure will.
I can view it on my phone, but it's not loading on the website.
You can just tell me what your initiative roll was.
So it's a plus 1, so 9.
9.
Total.
Gotcha.
I got a 4. It didn't roll over.
Okay. 4. All your good rolls are not going to initiative. What about you, Cadillac? What's your roll?
I'm sorry, I'm still doing the calculations to get D&D Beyond to edit my max health. Okay, now it's locked in. Bam, and bam. And that should get me on the tracker. So a 16.
Very nice. Okay, and Harkus, you're a 15. So up first is actually Drakareth. I guess it's Drakareth. Yeah. And Drakareth is going to...
Don't you do it.
Don't I do what? He's gonna float right through you, Cadillac.
Yay!
Like literally moves right through your body. As if you're not even there. And it's going to grab Yatara. 16 to hit you, Yatara. Does a 16 hit? You're a wizard, probably so.
16 AC.
16.
Okay, and I have 16 AC.
Okay, so it meets. You take 24 necrotic damage. And make a con save. Okay. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 24.
24?
At 24. Cadillac, you're up.
Okay, so I am going to, let's see. I am going to use Dust Crusher.
Okay.
And I am going to okay, so Branding Smite is a bonus action, and so I can wait to see if I make contact before invoking that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and swing twice with Dust Crusher.
Okay. Miss and a hit.
Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead then and do Branding Smite.
Okay, and hang on. You get an extra 1 if he's undead. He is undead, so you got 12 there.
Yes, that is correct.
-1 additional. And 6 radiant damage.
And for whatever it's worth, he is now glowing.
Oh. Well, that's nice.
Whatever good that does anybody.
Marcus, you're up.
Okay. Marcus wishes that he hadn't traded in his little blaster gun. But he did, so he's going to walk up and, against his better judgment, hit him, swing at him with his staff.
What kind of staff is this? This is a magical staff, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
And then I get 2d6.
Okay.
And then I'll swing at him again.
Okay, that is a miss.
And then I will use my bonus action to, or I'll use a key point to disengage and run back here.
Okay. All right. Zarya, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna try to get farther in the room so that I can actually see Harkus. And I'm going to upcast a bless. So Harkus, Cadillac, Yatara, and Leonard, you get a D4 on attack rolls and saving throws. I think I've still got a little bit of movement, so I'm just going to move in this direction. I think that's all I'm doing.
All right. Yatara, you're up.
I still have. How many shots did we start off with our laser pistol?
I don't recall. I can look it up. Let me look it up for you.
I thought it was
I
10.
I only shot it once, so
I thought it was
Then you
10.
have some shots. It's like 10 shots. I'll tell you exactly in a minute, but you're free to shoot the ghost with a laser pistol, which is the coolest thing I've seen today. I can tell you exactly how many. 15 is a miss. That's unfortunate.
You have a D4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, add a D4. Actually, AC 16, so like you hit it with a D4. With an additional D4, it's a hit.
So 19. Okay.
Okay. Yep, that hits. Trying to find you the exact amount that it is. We'll just say 10 shots. So you have 8 left. All right.
And hit for 9 damage.
Yep. You got him. Leonard.
All right, Leonard. I know I'm going to end this game with my laser pistol fully intact, but so be it. That's a choice. I am going to cast Firebolt 16
Hits.
for 11 fire damage.
Ooh. Very nice.
Assuming that it takes some amount of fire damage, but I don't know.
Yes. It is resistant to fire. But it's certainly not immune.
But it didn't do nothing.
It definitely did something. It didn't do nothing. You definitely hit it a good bit. All right. It's its turn. And he says something in some sort of like incomprehensible language. And he holds up a hand, and all of a sudden or what would be a hand, where a hand should be, and all of a sudden a blast of just horrifically frigid air comes flying at you, Kenny. Leonard.
No!
Oh dear. Oh dear. He crits.
Okay, I don't love that. Not gonna lie.
I don't love that either. As you feel your life draining out of you, you take 38 necrotic damage.
Okay, that'll do. And that's it, right?
38 necrotic damage.
Necrotic damage, and that's all. The end.
Now roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Action complete.
And for his bonus action, yeah, you passed the saving throw.
Okay, all right. So I didn't need my bless.
He's gonna move, and he moves into the same space as you, Cadillac, like into your body space. Actually, no. Okay, I read that wrong. So he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. He, I think he floats. Harkus came and punched him, and then moved away. I don't think that. I think he just sort of floats away from Leonard into the center of the room. And Cadillac, you're up.
Okay, so I say a prayer to Sylvanus to help protect me from these dark things we're experiencing here. So I am going to cast Protection from Evil Good on myself to give him disadvantage against me, and that's going to take the entirety of my action.
Okay. Nice. Remind me when that comes around that you have that, because I'll forget.
You bet I will, because I'm not looking great.
Harkus, you're up.
All right. Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
So I punched the ghost.
Yeah. All right. Harkus is just moving over here to the ghost. I'm gonna swing again. That's just what I'm gonna do.
That's what Harkus does.
Oh,
He's got to get some of that good ghost.
that one works.
Oh yeah, the 21 will do. Ooh.
And then, I feel like I'm going to. Feel like it might be a good idea to spend another key point and run away.
Probably a good idea.
So, I'm gonna run. Actually, I'm going to run this way. So then, if he comes at me, Cadillac and Zarya get to swing at him.
As you are running that way, Mr. Harkus, roll me perception, please.
All right.
15. With a 15, you see a cave that before you. The northern wall of that cave has a little bit of like weakness to like the ice look. Like it's doesn't look as solid as the other walls of stone. You can kind of see through it maybe just a little bit.
Okay.
Zarya, you're up.
Okay. Some of you guys have taken some pretty hefty hits. I think Zarya will reach into her pack and undo a scroll, and I will use it to cast Mass Cure Wounds. Which allows me to get up to 6 creatures. So I should be able to get myself, Harkus, Cadillac, Iatara, and Leonard. Does Velian need anything?
No, she is good. I have left her out of the combat. Like right now, just imagine she's firing off but missing or doing minor things, just to not take away from y'all's turns.
All right. So that's
she's
3D...
in video game terms. She's there. She's firing arrows or something.
Okay, it's 3d8 plus 4. So you all get 22 hit points.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
I don't know what that does to max HP. I don't think that helps.
No,
So,
it doesn't. Unless they get a restoration spell or a long rest.
okay. And I'm gonna once again. Eesh. I'm just gonna dart around the room.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Yatara, you're up.
So I am going to just going to cast Firebolt. As good as I got.
Okay. That'll hit. Nice.
7 damage.
Leonard, you're up.
All right. Leonard is going to again take aim at this guy with. I don't know what I was doing when I picked out my spells, but it wasn't anything good. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Okay. Hits.
1 ray, 2 ray, 3
Misses.
ray.
Hits.
You're still blessed.
Oh,
Well, there's not much that you can do with the 11. It's an AC 16.
okay. So it wouldn't matter even if I got the 4. All right.
No.
All righty.
But the 16 hits, and the other one hits. All right.
All right. Not a lot.
It is
46. That was unimpressive. And I'm going to move
Crest.
behind some folks.
He comes flying backwards towards Harkus. And Harkus, as he flies back to you, he tries to drain the life force from you some. And this will hit 23 to hit. This does 19 necrotic damage, and make that con save, Harkus.
You are still blessed.
Let's see. Con save. Uh-oh.
All right, you reduce your hit point maximum by that amount.
What? Hold on.
By 19.
Damn it.
Your hit point maximum reduces by 19.
Okay.
Would he have
Yeah.
passed if he had potentially gotten a 4 on that D4?
Yeah, potentially.
Oh, okay. Nope.
That passes.
What?
Ooh.
Sweet action.
Yep, that passes. Cadillac or Harkus, though, you see the wraith just flies by you. Whoops, wrong tool. He flies through you, and then that wall that you noticed that was a little bit thin looking, he seems to just pass through that thing and disappear.
Okay.
And Cadillac, you're up. He just zoomed by. You saw him smack Harkus as he went by. But he has seemingly vanished into a wall somewhere.
Okay, so while he is not in the room, would a lesser restoration help address some of my health issues, or do I need maximal restoration? Or do I need to just cast it and see what happens?
It will. Lesser restoration probably won't help with this.
Okay. So I think
You either need a long rest or a greater restoration.
I guess I will move into this room.
Okay.
And then
Oh shoot, my lighting effect didn't work, did it? Ding dang dang it. Hang on. There you go. That's what you said.
got it. I'm gonna go into this room, and I guess for the moment, I am going to hold my attack action. And I'm just going to sort of stand there, sort of swirling around, like Gimli in the halls of the dead, daring this thing to come back out at me.
Come on back. Come back. I dare ya. Harkus, it just hurt you. You're up though. What do you do?
I'm gonna go in here with Cadillac, having seen the wall. And which one of them is the wall? Is it up here? Which one is the wall?
Right where you're at.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to the wall, and I'm going to. Does it look like I can hit the wall?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so I'm just going to try to break this wall down that I can see through.
Okay, make me an attack roll. Or whatever you're going to do with it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll some damage. Okay, you knock some chunks out of the wall, and you can see that it's about a foot thick, and you have knocked about almost half of it out. You knocked about a half a foot of ice out. You can tell that it's, if you keep working at it, you probably can get it.
Okay, can I hit it with my second attack?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Nope.
I mean, it's a wall. It's not very hard to hit. You hit it.
All right. There we go.
Yeah, that breaks that wall down, and as that happens, there is you're able to pass into there's like a cystic-like chamber beyond that is seemingly empty, and as you sort of are able to look into there, enter into there, you can see that there's sort of like more of these thinner walls of ice. But we'll flash to Zarya and see what Zarya is doing.
Okay, I'm unaware of any of this, so 20, 25, 30, I can get into here.
Yeah.
Do I see where he's broken the wall?
Oh yeah. There's a big hole in the wall, and you see Harkus is just Kool-Aid man through a wall. It's not the first time. It's not the first time in these caves that he has Kool-Aid man through a wall.
No, I think that's normal at this point. But do I see anything alive in here, or is there anything different about this room?
No.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to dash and follow him.
Okay. Yeah. No need. I'll let you just run in there, and take an action if you want to do something in there, so you're able to get into that room.
Okay. I just look at him and go, "Why are we breaking walls?"
Harkus, how do you answer?
He went this way. We need to keep breaking walls.
I like Harkus's answer. Straight to the point, simple. He went this way. I'm breaking the walls.
Yeah,
All right,
I mean,
I'll swing my axe.
Okay.
Pelt
hits.
This way.
Roll damage. Okay. You take a good chunk out of it. You haven't knocked it down, but you take a big chunk out of the wall.
And that's all I can do.
I'll flash to Leonard and Yatara. Yatara, what are you doing?
I'm going to walk down where they are.
Okay. Move your character down there. And you see Harkus and Zarya trying to chip through a wall. What you doing?
I'm going to cast Firebolt at the wall.
Sure. It is made of ice. That'll definitely hit. Yeah. You, way to go, Chief Nakahoma. You blast it open, and behind there is another small little, cystic chamber that is just big enough for, one person to crawl into.
And also, I'm going to make sure to remind everybody that that little bastard's glowing still.
He is. Leonard, let's sort of go to you.
All right. So Leonard is going to move down this hallway.
You see the party crawling through an ever smaller hole that they keep Winnie the Poohing into the ice.
But can I see from here, which is I think about as far as I can get, can I see another thin wall?
Roll perception. It's pretty tiny in there.
I know. 11.
Maybe. Yeah. It's still the same kind of ice.
Okay. I'm going to fire indiscriminately with a firebolt in there.
Okay. All right.
Firebolt.
That hits. I was going to say critical fail and you hit Harkus. You knock some of the back wall of this second little cystic chamber out.
Okay. That's sort of what I was shooting for.
Okay. You just hear sort of a sound. Cadillac, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so I should be able to get up into here.
Yeah.
I guess, can I try wedging myself in through here and wriggling around and seeing what I can make out?
Yeah. The wall looks thin, like you could maybe break your way through it.
Is it pure ice or is it stone as well?
Pure ice.
So yeah, I try to squeeze my way through it, and also sort of hitting around with Dust Crusher to try to open the aperture a bit for other people.
Yeah, make me an attack roll. It's a little bit hard.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of room to move.
yeah. That is fair. And so there we go. And do I
Okay,
am I
that
am I
hits.
am I still under the effect of, well, I guess that bless doesn't matter. If it
You
hit.
knock out a huge chunk of it. It's not entirely opened up, but you knock out a huge chunk of ice. You can sort of see a little bit through behind it.
So that is to say, on this facing wall?
Yeah.
Got it. So I guess I turn around and say, I think the trail continues. We just need to keep breaking through walls. I'm sure nothing bad can happen.
Okay. And are you second attacking the wall?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that very thing.
Okay, that hits. And what was the damage there?
I believe 9?
Okay. You smash open the final remaining wall segment here. And inside you see a deeper chamber. Inside the chamber you see the floating body, or the floating wraith-like creature whose eyes glow red at you. Behind him you see a frost-covered skeleton that's clad in some sort of cloak. A very nice cloak. Surrounded by the rotted remains of ancient leather-bound books and a cracked crystal ball. Clutching in the skeleton's hands is a staff that is fashioned out of crystal. And the wraith runs forward at you. And you can see the face of the wraith. And it almost matches the size and proportions of this skeleton. And it grabs you. I assume a 16 misses.
Let's see. It meets, but it has disadvantage.
No, is disadvantage why?
Because of my protection from evil and good.
Ah, okay. Well then a 10.
And a
Is
10
miss.
definitely misses, yeah.
All right. Well then you're back in initiative order, and Harkus is up now as you see the wraith here. Now, Calyx kind of Winnie the Pooh'd in there.
Well, I guess if I can't get in there,
You can pull Cadillac out.
I think that's what I'll do. I think what I will do is pull. Can I pull Cadillac out and ready an attack for when the wraith
Yeah.
comes through? Yeah. Let's do that.
All right. Cadillac,
I'm
are you
cool.
resisting him pulling you out?
Uh,
You feel somebody grab your feet. You don't know who it is, and begin to try to pull on you.
I don't think so. I think I recognize it's Harkus, and I recognize I'm sort of jamming up the entryway here.
It kind of like pops out, and you easily see Drukreth, or the wraith Drukreth in there, with a skeleton clad in a fancy cloak, books, a cracked crystal ball, and a crystalline staff. Zarya, you're up.
All right, and I can see it from where I'm at now.
You can see it.
Okay. I will cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Probably miss.
That's a miss.
That is all I'm doing.
Yatara, you see this from the distance.
And I can definitely see where he is.
I think so. Or you can without too much movement. Yeah, you'd have to move a little bit. But if you move south, just your character south just a bit, you're able to see.
I'm going to. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray on him from here.
Okay. How many rays?
All the rays.
All the rays.
5 rays.
All right, 5 rolls. Miss. Miss.
Do I still have the D4?
Is that still active, Zarya?
It lasts for a minute, so that's up to you.
Probably not. You had to smash through this, through an ice wall for a while. And you were in the fight before, so we're probably past a minute.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Miss. That'll do it. Ow. It's what the Wraith says. Ow. In his very Earthworm Jim voice. Man. You're like a stormtrooper.
Terrible.
You're a stormtrooper. Just your rays are just going everywhere. Leonard, you're up.
Okay, Leonard. Okay. What exactly can I see from where I am?
You can see exactly what your character can see.
Well, but can I see the corpse?
Yes.
Okay. Because I can definitely see the wraith.
Yeah, I don't have a token for the corpse, but you see the corpse back there.
Okay. I'm going to try. I'm going to shoot a firebolt at the corpse.
Okay. Knock yourself out. That hits.
6 fire damage.
The corpse flames lick around it, and some of the rib bones break. The cloak appears magically untouched by the flames.
Does anything happen to the wraith?
He looks at you, and his eyes glow red.
Okay.
And it's his turn, and he floats out and passes right incorporeally through Cadillac. Does not take opportunity. Passes directly through Yatara. Doesn't take opportunity. And he just comes flying like a ghost out of hell and grabs you, Leonard. 20 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
That does 18 necrotic.
Ooh.
And roll that con save.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Con save. Ooh.
That passes. Cadillac, you're up. Leonard made him mad.
Okay, so I guess I am going to roll up here and give him a clunk. I think that's my best option here.
You're a clunker, and it's what you do.
That is indeed what I do. And so we're going to bam bam.
Second one hits and does. Oh dang. Okay, Cadillac, this ends him. Describe how it ends him with your extra necrotic bonus or undead bonus from it. Tell me how it looks.
I just scream, "Rest in pieces, foul fiend."
Yeah, and what does it look like as you bring down this radiant hammer upon him that beats down undead things even more?
I think he just evaporates, and then the glowing aura around him that was left over from my branding smite sticks around for a split second or two, and then flickers out, and then it's like he was never there.
Kind of Looney Tunes-esque. Yeah, so he's gone, and all that remains is the skeleton with a few broken ribs and the adornments that were around it.
Otherwise known as the treasure.
That would be what that is.
We're rich.
Inside there is a cloak and a staff, leather-bound spellbooks, and a crystal ball.
I would like to run in there and grab the cloak if I can, thinking that it's as close as I'm going to get to a pelt, apparently.
Okay. You grab the cloak, and it billows. No, it is not a cloak of billow, but it is fancy looking.
Okay. I have a fancy cloak.
Yep. It looks like something Doctor Strange would wear.
Okay.
Is literally the only way I can describe it.
I'm feeling fancy right now, so I'm going to put my cloak on.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in Zoom chat here. How about? Here's the cloak that you find in Zoom chat. That link.
Oh, that's very fancy.
It's very Doctor Strange-ish, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, you put it on.
Me likes. Putting it on.
You feel like it is trying to have you attuned to it.
Okay, I feel like I can do that.
Okay. You begin the process. Harcus begins the process of attunement. It takes an hour of his concentration to do it. But yeah. What's everybody else doing? Anybody else?
Can I walk up and look at the? Can I look at the staff?
Yeah. Roll me investigation. I'm sorry, I closed the window wrong. What did we get?
17.
17. It is clearly some sort of magical staff. It is made out of that same dark crystalline stuff that the dragon was made out of, that the icon was made out of, that turned Harcus into a pelt-crazed monster, and has somehow driven Cadillac to drink.
Can I try to break it?
To break the staff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have any reason to think anything good would come of this.
Yeah, you can try to break it.
All right.
How are you going to try to break it?
Probably just over my knee.
Okay.
I don't think it'll actually work, but
make me a strength check. It absolutely does not work. You can feel that this is some sort of powerful magical item as you're holding it.
I just look around and yell for Yatara.
Yatara, you're yelled at. Yes, we've lost Yatara. Oh.
No, I walk over and do you want me to inspect it?
Yeah, I'll just hold it up and say, "Is this as dangerous as I think it is?"
Roll me Arcana. That's definitely magic. It's definitely made out of that crystal that has afflicted some of your other party members.
Now, do me identify it? It'll take 10 minutes, but
It's up to y'all. Harcus is meanwhile trying to attune.
I'll
give him that in 10 minutes. Okay. Is that what we're doing?
Sure.
Okay. You ritual cast identify, and you identify that this is a staff of charming. It is infused with Netherese magic. And it clearly has some sort of negative effect from the crystalline stuff that it's made out of. You can feel that it has a negative energy to it. But it is a staff of charming.
we just go ahead and say it's a staff of Riz.
Yeah, sure.
You said there was a crystal ball and what else in the room?
Yeah, the crystal
Oh,
ball as you're in the
books.
room appears to be shattered, and the books appear to be fraying and falling apart. So you don't think, as you're in there, that there's very much to gain from either the books or the crystal ball. The items were the cloak and the staff. Harkis, as you have attuned to the staff, you have attuned to a mantle of spell resistance.
Sweet.
Yeah, mantle of spell resistance. And is anybody taking or attuning to the staff of charming, or are you leaving it? Going once.
I can be persuaded to.
That's up to Leonard.
Well, I mean, I don't think I have the attunement slots, so I can, and it seems like it might come in handy, so why not if nobody else is going to?
Okay. Leonard, you attune to the staff of charming. You can add that to your sheet. You're attuned to it. It is made out of the Chardolin stuff, and you find yourself overcome with a certain form of madness.
But I've already got madness.
Yeah, here comes another.
A layer cake of madness.
Remind me your madness.
Oh, everything's hilarious.
Yeah, that's right. Everything's hilarious. But here's the better one. I like to give orders, and I expect to be obeyed.
Oh, no.
Oh.
You gain the character flaw, I like to give orders, and I expect to be obeyed.
All right. As I tamp my staff down, I'm going to say, all right, we're going this way, and start walking in this direction.
And knowing this party, they'll just follow.
I would like to think that from Leonard's perspective, everybody else in the team got cursed with being much dumber.
Right.
In need of sage leadership.
This is the only choice.
Okay. Leonard, you head back into the room where you initially fought the Wraith, and there's no other enemies around you. Where are you guys going? What are we doing? Where are you taking them, Leonard?
We're going this way, I think.
Okay, head that way.
I'm going to tell somebody who's less squishy to go first.
Do it.
Cadillac, you're leading the way. Over here.
I have been officially deputized.
It's you or Harkis.
I think Cadillac's been ordered.
So I guess I start trundling down, and Leonard, you have directed me in this direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
We still haven't explored this path. These weren't on the map, right?
Yeah,
they were not.
Oh, that's a good point. I neglected to pull up my very beautifully put together map. I should do that, I guess. So I'm not feeling the greatest. So I am not really in a mood to sort of arm wrestle with Leonard over him barking orders at me. So I'm just gonna, if he tells me to do something, I'm just going to sort of tromp along and do it, because I'm really not feeling that great. Plus I haven't had a drink in forever, and so all of this is really getting to Cadillac.
Okay. Cadillac, as you enter this sort of area, there are two passages, one to the north that opens up into another cave, and then one to the south that opens up into a separate cave. To the north, it's like you can see maybe 25-foot high ceilings in there. And to the south, it is a slightly bigger cave with 30-foot high ceilings.
Okay, so just for completionist's sake, I'm going to wander up into this room, knowing that this is sort of making a circle, but yes. I just want to sort of investigate the space to see if there's anything worth making out in this room.
You don't see much in there. Yes, there is a natural staircase that leads up to the north, leading upwards from this room.
Got it. Into a space that we have yet to explore, I think.
You have explored it with your eye.
Got it. Okay, then I am going to then continue going south here, and I'm just going to tell Leonard, hey boss, we've already been up that way, so let's I think we should head down here.
All right. Cadillac,
Absolutely.
As you enter that room, and you had not explored that room except with your eyeball, and that leads towards the pathways that heads towards what you presumed were vampire things, towards other things that your eye explored.
I don't love this room, Jeff.
But as you enter this room, it is 30-foot high cave, exits to the north and to the south. Along the western side is a 15-foot diameter hole in the floor that seems to be the upper end of a tunnel.
Does this tunnel, so long ago, we were in sort of some cave or something, or maybe that was another campaign. Have we seen a worm tunnel? Does this look like a worm tunnel?
You've not seen a worm tunnel. You can roll me a, maybe you can roll me a nature check to see if you recognize if it's man-made or nature-made or something. 17. It doesn't look like the other caves here. Like maybe it was born out by some creature. Yeah, but it doesn't look like a worm. Roll me.
But it also doesn't look like a wraith.
No.
Okay.
It doesn't look like the other caves. Like maybe it was born out by some sort of creature, but it doesn't look wormish to you.
All right.
Are you going to investigate it closer?
Not that much closer. No, sir.
The tunnel sort of has kind of what looks like a natural slide kind of look to it.
Like I'll look at it, but I'm not stepping within, say, attack of opportunity lengths of the rim.
Okay. Everybody else following? Alien follows. Professor Scott looks at it and says, well, it certainly leads deeper, that's for sure. That's for certain.
All right, I'll move like this close, maybe.
Okay. No creatures come out of it. Are you investigating it?
I'm going to look at it, but I'm not touching.
Okay, you can roll investigation.
$10. That's with +7.
Okay. Yeah, it's old. Like if something made it, it's almost certainly was dead. If some sort of creature made it.
With that insight, I will step like just a touch closer and maybe bend down and look at it.
Okay, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. 18.
You watch Leonard lean over the tunnel as some of the ice cracks way beneath his feet. And you see Leonard slip, and his feet go sliding down the tunnel, and just as he's about to slide away, he manages to grab the rim of the remaining tunnel with one hand and is sort of dangling inside of this pipe heading downwards.
As he says, I meant to do that. Now grab.
But barely holding on.
I meant to do that now. Grab me, minions.
I'll rush over and try to grab.
Okay. Make me an athletics check. Okay. With a 17, you manage to grab and pull Leonard up and out of the hole. Leonard, as you were dangling there, you noticed that the slope of this is rather gentle. It's not extreme and seems to head deeper down, but not like a fall to your death kind of thing.
Is it walkable? Or is it a slide?
Slidable. You might could climb it, but it'd be a little tough.
So I have 50 feet of rope. If Leonard, if you'd be willing to hold one end of it, I will check out as far as I can get down into this gateway here to see what wonders lie beneath. I'll be willing to do that.
Leonard says, I believe we should explore this gateway, and I'll hold the rope while you climb down and explore.
To which I say, you know, I wish I had come up with that idea. But you know what? Hearing it from your voice, it sounds like a capital idea. So I guess I lower myself down into this sarlacc pit that I will not regret.
And I'll give you, for the trip down, the rope of climbing, just in case you get into a bind. Does it work?
You're able to, with 50 feet, lower yourself all the way down into this other room, Cadillac. The rope reaches the bottom.
Okay.
And there's a room down in here. In this room, I will read out what you see as you enter. Do you have light or anything?
I don't believe so.
Okay, but you can see in the dark.
Yeah, I'll have night vision, yeah.
This bulbous cavern has walls as smooth as glass and a ceiling lined with dripping icicles. A wisp of steam rises from a roughly circular pool in the northern half of the cave. The pool is a shallow crater filled with oversized... South of the pool is a shallow crater filled with oversized snowballs. And Cadillac, I need you to make me a dexterity check.
Okay. So we're going to do bam.
Okay.
That's a 5. Wait a minute, was that a savings throw or just a regular check? I'm sorry.
That'll do, Pig.
Okay.
That'll do, Pig. Yep.
Okay, then I guess I'm going to slowly wander into here, and I can't help but notice, at least I think I notice, all the bones.
Yes.
And do I make out anything at all noteworthy about the pool of water?
Are you're investigating the pool?
Yes, I think I am.
Okay, roll me investigation.
Okay. Oh dear.
You have to get closer to the pool. And as you do so, you begin to notice that the pool, it's sort of thinly covered with like a little layer of ice. And there's some steam rising up from it. And something, Cadillac, sort of moves? Yeah, moves, I think is the right term, under the ice. And all of a sudden, bursting forth from the ice are 2 creatures, both of which you really don't want to see. They are large, centipedal type things. They have really horrific looking glowing eyes. And they look like this.
Oh, they're cute.
And welling up in the back of one of its mouth, you see flames licking deep down in its throat as it bears fangs at you. And Cadillac, you're alone down here. What do you do, Cadillac? You have one chance here. I suppose your chances are run or call for help.
He's got my rope of climbing, which I think he could command to lift him back up.
How fast does the rope of climbing move, please? Remind me.
Hang on, I gotta pull up its stat block.
Because I'm pretty sure that it is like being on the slow-moving sidewalk.
Can hold up to 3,000 pounds.
Check.
10 feet on each of your turns.
No, that's not enough. Okay.
So it's basically like, here, climb onto my scooter cart.
Okay. So
Can I ask a question? How far away is he?
It's a 50-foot slide. I think you all hear the noise of these things. I think you hear the noise of these things roar as they burst out of this pool.
Can I jump down there?
100% you can.
Okay, so do I still have?
All of a sudden, Hark, as you come sliding out, and I think you land directly in front of them, not in the water.
Hold on. Do I still have the ability to make a reaction here?
Yeah,
before other things start happening.
Yeah, I think Harkus's butt slide is happening at the exact same time as your reaction.
Do I have what is my movement capability right now? Am I turn limited, or can I just move wherever I want to move?
You can move wherever you want to move in your within the space of a turn. I'm giving you like one turn.
Okay.
Movement.
So I'm just going to, out of sheer reaction, because these things are terrifying and they just startled me. I am just going to scream a profanity and then say Sylvanus let rip, and then I'm going to go ahead and just activate the sunbeam.
Okay, you activate sunbeam. Everybody up in the top of the tunnel, you watch Harkus dive down into it as the roar occurs.
So as I'm sliding down, what I would like to do is unfurl my wings.
Okay.
Because my intention is to grab a hold of Cadillac and fly back up.
Well, Cadillac ran off, so as you land at the bottom, your wings are unfurled. You see Cadillac running in the opposite direction and screaming a curse, basically. And the lot of you at the top hear Cadillac scream this curse. And Cadillac's out of reach for you, where he's run to. The two of you, actually everybody, can go ahead and just roll initiative. Oh, I didn't click it. Click it or kick it, baby. I'm gonna have to re-roll that shit. That's a 2. We'll give this one the 20. Okay. Leonard, what's your initiative?
3.
3. Okay. Cancel the...
Oh, do I get to roll a new one? I'll totally roll a new one.
Yeah, roll me a new initiative.
Yeah, because that crit fail was not doing me any favor.
Yeah, I'll let you re-roll a new one so that you can sort of reset it.
Oh, all right. 7.
Not a lot better, but it is. least a spare. The creature, as Harkus, are you in the air with your wings?
No, I'm not actually flying yet.
Okay. Well, you land at its feet, wings unfurled, and it just tries to chomp down on you.
So right quick, Jeffrey.
Yes.
The sunbeam that I fired at them, which is dust pressure.
Yeah.
Does that not happen before they attack?
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that before, sure.
So, I had not fired this recently. I don't think, had I?
Nope. You have it for today.
Okay, so it's disabled in D&D Beyond for some reason.
I don't know. You can re-enable it. I don't think you fired it today.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so they have to make con saves.
Yes.
Got an 8, and we got a crit succeed.
Oh, for heaven's sake, that's cheating.
So one of them takes 29, and the other one takes what, half?
Half.
Alright, so I'll give it 15.
And the one that didn't make it is blind.
Okay, that's the one nearest to you. But you know, they don't see by sight anyways. They have something called tremor sense, my man. That really hurt help. It tries to bite at Harkus with a 20 to hit Harkus.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't roll the damage at all. Hang on. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Fine. That's a 27 piercing damage. And 8 fire damage. Yatara, you're up. You hear the sounds of terror happening below.
How far down? Like, can I see them from where?
Nope. Sure can't. There's a rope attached there. You watch Harkus dive down into the hellhole.
Yeah, that looked like it sucked. Screw it. I'm gonna jump down.
Okay, you jump down.
Yep.
Alright, you slide on your butt and land near Harkus, where you see a giant centipedal type creature biting at Harkus.
Can I still cast a spell?
Sure, that's just movement.
I'm sorry.
Jumping down was just your movement. You have an action.
I'm gonna cast right. Cloud of daggers.
Cloud of daggers.
Why? So it encompasses both of them.
Okay, what's the area in Cloud of Daggers? I thought it was smaller.
5 foot.
Yes, it's only going to get
We'll
one.
only get one of them. Okay, the one that's right on Harkus. Then I'll cast it on him.
All right, we'll just remember that. And he has to make a saving throw. Is that right? I think so.
Yep.
Con or Dex? I can't recall. Probably Dex.
No, actually, I don't. No, I don't think so.
Is it just take the damage?
Yeah.
Really? I'm forgetting how Cloud of Daggers works. When it enters on a spell for the first turn, it just takes the damage on its turn. Okay. So on its turn, it's just going to take that damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
And also what I'm hoping is that it creates just a ungodly noise on the air as well.
Yeah, I'm going to just give it to you. Say it'll take it, so I'm going to go ahead and mark the damage off. Takes 20 slashing damage. Harkus, you're up.
All right. Well, now that everybody's here,
Not everybody. Leonard ain't
I
down
know,
here yet.
but it's feels like my plan has been foiled. So, in this case, I'm just going to swing at the one that just mauled me.
Okay. That's a hit. Okay. Uh, 13 is a miss.
All right, and then I'm going to climb up on it and flurry of blows the stupid thing.
Okay. Uh, 15 is a hit. I gotta see if these things have the same feature as the bigger ones. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So as you touch it, Harkus, as you hit it with a melee attack, with each punch and each hit, which now is 1, 2 times.
3. There's 3.
3? Okay. You take 23 fire damage
Son of a bitch.
as it burns your skin as you hit it. As you strike it. -9.
Even if I hit it with the staff?
How long is the staff? It is. Here's what the text says: a creature that touches it or hits it with a melee attack while within 5 feet of it.
Okay, well, that's probably...
How long? If
Okay.
your staff, if you have a staff that has a 10-foot reach, then you don't have to take it.
Nope, 5-foot reach.
Yeah, you take a lot of damage.
All right, well, I hope somebody has some way of healing me because I am about dead.
Leonard, you're up.
All right.
Literally from self-inflicted wounds.
Seeing as I'm the only one still up here, and Zarya, I'm gonna jump down.
Down the slide you go.
And then, upon landing, I am going to cast Shatter,
Okay.
like far enough back that the only people I get are the Rimarazi.
Okay. Right,
DC
con
15
save.
con save for 18 thunder damage.
All right. We got an 8. We got a 10. We got 2 fails. 18. That's 18. All right, Zarya, you're up.
Okay. Hang on 1 second. Sorry. All right, I'm going to jump down the hole.
Okay. Down the hole you go.
Okay. They're still in the water.
Yep.
It's not wide enough to do that. The water's not moving or anything like that, right?
No.
Okay. All right, and how's everybody else looking? I know Harkus said you weren't looking great, but
Similarly, Leonard not looking great.
Yeah, pretty rough.
I'm okay.
okay. All right. I guess I am going to come up. Marcus, you're probably looking worse, right?
Harkus
two of
has
you.
6 hit points.
Yeah. All right.
I've got 6 hit points.
All right. I'll just reach out, touch him, and cast a level 1 Cure Wounds.
Reach out and touch him.
His max cure.
Okay.
And then I'm going to dart away from these things for the moment. And that's all I'm doing for now.
Okay. It is this's turn, and it's going to step out of the pool and skitter over towards Cadillac. Where, Cadillac, it's going to try to bite you. I assume an 8 is a miss.
That is indeed a miss.
The other one is up. And it's going to try to bite the thing. It's going to move out of the cloud of daggers. It's already taken the cloud of daggers damage. And you're displacing. You're a robot, and you're a fleshy thing, so it's going to bite the fleshy thing that's Harkus. 20 to hit Harkus.
No.
Yeah, this is going to do Harkus in, I'm afraid. Okay, that is 14 piercing. And 3 fire.
Oh dear God, I have one hit point.
Cadillac, you're up.
Okay, so I am going to stay in this guy's threatened space, but
Like you
scoot
still
around him.
you still have the dust pressure sunbeam open.
And that is exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and fire another blast at both of them.
Okay, they make con saves. We got a 17 and we got a 16. What was the DC?
It is. Oh goodness, I've lost it. 5 foot wide, 60 foot long. Each
15.
Must make a
DC
Constitution
15.
15. Okay.
They both pass. So roll the damage.
Okay.
Okay. With 10 damage, the one closest to Harkus is dead.
Sweet.
Falls over dead. And with 10 damage, the one nearest to you is not dead. Are you moving?
Let's see here. You know what? I think I'm going to stay where I'm at.
Okay.
For better or worse.
Yatara.
Feeling lucky. I'm gonna cast my Wand of Wonder at the other one.
Okay. Now, I'll give you this. I take a little bit of liberty with the Wand of Wonder. It doesn't roll exactly as the table in the book suggests. Just FYI. Roll me a D100. That's interesting.
That's always good.
Okay. What do you say when you do this?
I'm just gonna be cheesy, and because I don't know what it does, I just yell Shazam and point it at the target.
The Rimeraz, as you yell Shazam, a bright light appears, and it just goes shoop and disappears.
I'll allow it. Leonard says out loud.
Oh,
This
look,
is not-
everybody! Oh, look, everybody!
this
I
is
see
not
another
tech-
pool.
This is not technically rules as written.
Oh, don't worry. The roll probably was teleports to your base of operations to lie in wait.
Yeah, basically. As you say that, Cadillac, you hear strange disturbance, and the water breaks from that large pool. And perhaps the most disturbing thing you could think of begins to appear from below the water. Looks like one of the Rimeroses you've seen before. But you now realize that those that you just faced were simply children.
And this is the mama.
In comparison to Grendel's mama that appears coming out from the water below and stalking its way towards you. It lets out a horrific roar. Sounds something like that. Breaks the surface. And its jaws are so large that it looks like it could swallow you whole, and begins stamping its way in your direction. What do you do?
Okay, so I can I let loose one more blast of Sunbeam? Or has enough time passed where that's going to peter out?
No, you can definitely do that.
I'm going to shoot a blast not at the creature, but at the ceiling of this hallway area here to try to cave it in.
Okay. I like that. I like that notion. I'll go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay. Oh, big money, big money, big money, big money. Please, big money.
Yeah. As you do this, all of a sudden, from above you, ice and rocks and all sorts of like debris and detritus begin to just collapse down, and they fall directly in front of the path of this creature as you bring down quite a large load of the ceiling. We're just going to pretend these are ice covered. And let me make them a drawing. Let's do this drawing. As you bring down a tremendous load of rock and rubble directly in the creature's path, it lets out a tremendous roar. And you can see the rocks and ice and things beginning to sort of like move as it sort of is clawing its way through. Very nice. That's what you see. As Cadillac brings down the ceiling. What do you do? Leonard, you like to give orders.
Yeah, so Leonard is going to say, all right, we need to make sure that it doesn't have another way around. And start walking to explore this way.
Leonard, you see a pathway heading to the south. And you see, in pathways to the south, you see another, what looks like deep tunnel in the floor in the distance. Cadillac, you see another room off to the immediate west there that appears to be sealed off entirely. Just sort of an empty side cave. As you look into that empty side cave, Cadillac, you see something that really messes with your mind, Cadillac. You see a man standing there in the cave, and his fingers are entirely black with frostbite, and his mouth is agape in a silent scream. And he sort of begins to walk towards you a little bit, and then vanishes right in front of your eyes.
And where was he located again?
In this side cave here.
Just in the cave.
Yep, he begins to sort of walk towards you with black fingers and mouth agape in a silent scream, and vanishes. Leonard, you see another pathway to the south with another tunnel that seems to head downwards into the ground. Deeper you go.
Fool me once. Is it as big as the other one?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Does it look like the Remoraz can get into this room through there?
What do you know about Remoraz anatomy?
And not a lot.
You don't know them. You don't know if they can squeak through there.
What do I know?
With a 21, the big one looked probably too big to fit through there. One of the small ones could.
And we don't know that there aren't more of those.
Not to your knowledge.
Okay. All right, I'm going to fill everybody in on what I see down there. And see this guy.
And you see some of the rocks beginning to sort of give way a bit. Cadillac, do you call out about the guy?
Yeah, I do. There are dark phantoms in these caverns, and I think we should perhaps not tarry.
Leonard, you don't see any guy. There is no guy.
All right.
But you do see some of those rocks get knocked asunder.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody to prepare valiantly for our surprise round.
Well, are you going to get out of here, or are you going to stay and fight?
Because the risk of getting out of here is climbing up that slippery tube. If one of us falls down, it's going to eat us.
Or going down the next tube.
Which worked out so great the first time. It's only bigger Remorazes all the way down. It's Remorazes all the way down.
They only get bigger.
I don't know that it gets worse than this, but
Can I cast a spell?
Yeah.
Can I cast Spiritual Weapon? And I want to place it on the other side of the rocks because the spell doesn't say I have to see it where I cast it. I'd like to start attacking it from the back.
Okay. Sure.
Just distract it from moving the rocks.
Sure. We'll say that you can do that. How is your spiritual weapon destroyable?
I mean, it doesn't say that. It's a spectral weapon.
Gotcha. So you could just sort of hack at where you think the thing is from the back.
I mean, that's the hope.
Sure.
You can tell me if I miss.
I think this is legit. You can do this. I think it's going to continue to try to eat its way through the wall. I'm going to give you 3 rounds before it makes its way through the wall. So your choices are, you have 3 choices that I see: turn, go south and find another tunnel, or go down and to the left, go back up the ice tunnel, or stand your ground and get ready to fight in about 3 rounds.
Well, in those 3 rounds, can I attack 3 times?
Yeah. But what's everybody want to do before we decide for you? You're standing and fighting.
So the only other I think the risk of slipping down is great enough that I don't think running back up is a good idea. I wonder if we could go into this little room where I see no man and use that to bottleneck it for some extra damage and just sort of wear it down by attrition.
How does Cadillac feel about going into that room?
I somewhat agree, because if we go down the tube, that does not solve our Remoraz problem, and we'll just have to come back up here and deal with it again. So
I meant after you saw that guy in there.
Oh, this is a creepy place, and there are phantoms and ghosts and goblins scooting in and out of walls all over the place. You know what? I don't feel good. Cadillac is not having a terribly good day, and so he's just like, you know what? This place is just haunted, and that's just the way it is.
All right, Cadillac, roll me insight.
Okay. Bam.
All right, Cadillac, you know stone cunning.
Right.
You're a rock man.
Right.
And you have put 2 and 2 together that this giant tunnel that you just slid down is carved by this big Remoraz.
So we are in a Remoraz nest.
Bingo. And that giant tunnel was carved by that Remoraz.
Which means it could conceivably carve more tunnels.
Your plan is to hide behind a rock.
Well,
I just want to make it clear to you that it ate the hole in the tunnel that you slid down the floor, Mr. Rockman. Right. And your plan is, I'm going to hide behind a thin rock.
Right. No, but it's also
the rock that it just ate a giant tunnel through.
Jeff, is eating a giant tunnel an action?
Yeah, it would take it a round. I'll give you this. You get a free round of shots at it before it eats you.
I think it's time for Ordella's castle. What was that magic word?
She ain't here. She ain't here.
She wouldn't mind us borrowing it.
We'll find out what happens next week as you guys are in this position. Maybe she'll be back.
I mean, I think
Here's the good news. As you're pinned into hell, everybody levels up.
Don't you think we can take it? Woohoo! It can't be that hard, right?
We're gonna take it.
I think we've got to take it because it's going to catch us if we try to go up, and if we go down, then it's just going to burst out of here, and then we'll have to deal with it anyway. So that's tantamount to dealing with it now.
It's just going to chase us down the down tunnel.
So I mean, we might as well just deal with it. So yeah. All right.
All right. Well, we'll figure out what happens next week. You guys have leveled up.
Yay!
Feel free to add your hit die to your hit points. As you level up, you gain a hit die, basically. You gain HP. You can add those to the HP that you have available. So, like Harkus, you've got 1 HP, but you're going to level up, so you'll have like 10.
All right.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Are we no longer finally Toot's crew? Are we now officially Leonard's crew?
I mean, kind of sounds that way.
No, we definitely are not. The name, I don't know what the name means. It's just
Leonard's Legion.
Ooh, I like that.
I thought it was Leonard and the Beat Bags.
Yeah.
There you go, Leonard and the Meat Bags.
Leonard and the Meat Bags. Oh, I love it.
All right, we'll find out what happens. I think there's at least a 30% chance that another character dies here.
Okay, but let's take this into account. Leonard just learned Fireball.
That's true.
And Wind Wall.
That is true. You did just learn Fireball to the creature that is surrounded by fire that burns you when you touch it.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Touche.
I just want you to think about how this thing like sleeps on a bed of coals and loves it some fire. It's like, I will burn you, you fire lizard, you.
Well, you know, maybe Remorazes have a short lifespan, and so the children were actually stronger, and the adult is actually really close to dying and is big, but like is actually quite fragile, right? Perhaps that's the case with the Remoraz.
Right, maybe it's using a Remoraz walker to get through.
This is Meemaw Remoraz. We'll just topple it over it. That'll be that.
Those young Remorazes are tough. They're challenge rating 5. The big Remoraz is challenge rating 11.
That seems reasonable.
Leonard would not lead us astray.
Hey, you still have your Sunbeam active.
Do I?
Hadn't gone out yet.
Okay, well, I will not argue the point. Oh yes, I do.
How long does that last for?
36 hours. It just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. No, I think it does.
Is it just a minute?
Yeah, it's not long at all. It's a minute. I think it was a gracious note on your part to let me use it to cave in that thing, but it's exhausted.
Then I think exploring all the sub caves and stuff, that it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Well, we'll find out what happens next week as you guys have leveled up. Good night and good luck, everybody. We'll see you then.
Hey, y'all.
See ya.
Night.
Good night.